if you'll ask Ms. Aguilar to unmute, and if she's on a phone and doesn't know how to do that, I think on a phone it's *6.
Habla el intérprete a la señora Aguilar. Si se encuentra en la línea telefónica, es necesario que se quite el silencio. Si no sabe cómo hacerlo automáticamente, es al teclear el símbolo.
Ya sí que estaba un micrófono. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's my understanding that you informed our clerk that you have dropped the order of protection. We need a copy of that paperwork.
Tengo entendido que usted le informó a la secretaria de esta sesión en la tarde que ya dejó de seguir adelante con la petición para orden de protección. Es decir, que usted la desestimó, la quitó. Pero nos hace falta ver una copia de ese documento donde usted pide que se elimine la orden de protección.
Aquí está, no sé si se puede ver o le tomo una foto, se la mando por correo.
I have it here. I don't know if I can take a photograph of it or send it in an email.
That's fine. But we need to have that
Perfecto.
as soon as possible.
Pero nos hace falta recibirla aquí cuanto antes.
Me dijeron que a las 6:30 ya iba a estar en el sistema, en la corte. Me dijeron que a las 6:30 ya iban a subirlo ellos.
I was told that it would be uploaded into the court system by 6:30 p.m. today. I was told that by 6:30 it would have been uploaded.
I don't have access to AHO's paperwork.
Pero yo no tengo acceso a la documentación de AHO.
Yeah, we don't have access to that.
No tenemos acceso.
Okay, ¿quieren que yo vaya personalmente y se las lleva?
Okay, would you like me to go in person to turn it in?
Well, you can't come down here. You need to send me a copy, send the clerk a copy. She's given you her email address, but you need to send that right now. Otherwise,
pero mire, no creo que sea factible que usted venga hasta acá. Lo que debe hacer es enviar un correo electrónico.
allow her to have any contact with you until
me informa la secretaria que usted ya tiene el correo electrónico para enviarlo aquí cuanto antes.
allow you to pick her up this evening.
Pero mire, a menos que se compruebe que ya se quitó la orden de protección, no puedo permitir que usted tenga comunicación con ella, ni tampoco que venga usted a recogerla. Tiene que enviarnos por correo electrónico una copia de esa orden que usted produjo.
Ahorita mismo se la envío.
I will send that to you right now, right away.
Thank you.
And the interpreter will stand by, Your Honor.
Alma, a la señorita Alma se le envió, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Alma Martínez.
Alma, correct? To Ms. Alma. That was a question from the party, Your Honor. If she would have sent it to someone named Alma. Yes. Espere, señora.
Sí, okay.
Espere.
Alma Martínez se le envío.
Shall I send it to Alma Martinez then? Espere.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is the interpreter. Mrs. Aguilar hasn't said anything yet. She wanted a confirmation that she should send it to Alma Martinez, that is.
Yes.
Sí, afirmativo, señora. Envíeselo a Alma Martínez, por favor.
Ok. Entonces, se la acabo de enviar.
Okay, I just sent it now. Vamos a esperar, señora.
Ok.
Perdóneme, señora, ¿cómo es que se llama la persona detenida?
Andrea Macho. M-A-C-H.
Gracias.
Ya se la volví a enviar 2 veces.
I will resend it.
No, I now have it.
Ya la tengo, gracias.
Gracias. La respiro.
All right, so Ajo, we're ready to see Ms. Machi.
Dice la juez que le informa al personal de la cárcel en Ajo que ya está preparado a ver a la señorita Machi. Ahí está en la pantalla. Espere, señora. Espere, señora.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shayad, and you are?
Hi, I'm Andrea.
Se presenta.
Your name is?
Andrea Machi.
Le pregunta que si cómo se llama. Dice que Andrea Machi.
Citation, indication of citation charging you with domestic violence violation of a court order alleged to have occurred earlier this morning. Your next court date is going to be August the 26th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Lo que se ve en el documento acusatorio es que se le infracciona por haber cometido actos de violencia doméstica temprano este día de la mañana. La próxima comparecencia está pactada para el día 26 de agosto a las 8:30 de la mañana.
That will be back there at the Ajo Justice Court.
Yeah,
Este será en el juzgado de paz de Ajo.
I don't
need to be interpreter. You said I violated my domestic
I'm having trouble understanding you. So speak slowly and maybe sit back a little bit.
Okay,
Machi, I am interpreting for
you're telling me that, Your Honor, you mentioned I violated my court order.
You're being charged with violating the order of protection that was
Okay.
issued in May.
Okay,
Lo que le informa la jueza, la señorita Machi, es que ella contravino la orden de protección que se había
I
emitido
understand that
en
your
mayo.
mother subsequently today went and dismissed that order. Had the order
Ya
dismissed.
tengo entendido que su madre fue y pidió que se estimara la orden para que se catara la orden y sí se quitó.
But that is a prospective dismissal, not a retroactive dismissal.
Pero esa es una orden de protección que toma efecto a partir de hoy y no retroactivamente a otra fecha previa.
So this is still going to need to go through the court system, and you're going to need to show up at your court dates. Do you understand that?
I do, and it has to be here in the
Yes, it has
county.
to be there in Ajo. It has to be where it's alleged to have occurred.
Y lo que le
Okay.
dice la jueza, la fruta Machi, es que este caso procederá como lo normal. Ella tendrá que ir a AFCO a responder a esa acusación allá y no en otro lugar, que allá fue donde ocurrió el incidente. Ella dice que entiende.
So August 26th, 9 o'clock in the morning, in the Ajo Justice Court.
Entonces, agosto 26, 9 de la mañana, en el juzgado de paz del pueblo de Ajo.
Yo puedo asistir.
Ms. Aguilar asks, Your Honor, if she's able to attend that hearing.
Absolutely.
Absolutamente, sí, afirmativo, señora.
Y la verdad, yo sí pensaba retirarla, pero como he estado con luz de mi hijo, porque está al borde de la muerte ahorita, se me pasó a hacerlo esto que más bien siento que fue culpa mía el no haber retirado la orden
So my
antes.
intention had been to withdraw this or to ask that this order of protection be eliminated, but I was distracted with my son's health, who was actually on the brink of death, and so I was distracted and hadn't taken care of this earlier before. I apologize.
I can't
Le
do
pido
anything about that. You'll have to talk to the
Señora,
judge.
no sé nada de esto, pero pueden hablar con el juez el día indicado.
que le agradezco mucho. Díganle
I'm very
a-
grateful for that,
al juez.
Your Honor.
You were talking over each other. I couldn't hear.
Her comment was, I am very grateful for your consideration, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Gracias.
¿La puedo ir a recoger hoy? O
So am I able to go and pick her up today?
Yes, it may take a while for them to process things, but yes.
Sí, les puede tomar algo de tiempo para procesar su libertad, pero sí, sí puede.
ok, porque yo estoy en Phoenix a 2 horas y media, casi 3 de ahí de Ajo.
Okay, because I'm
Entonces,
actually located in Phoenix, about 2.5, 3 hours away from Ajo. So then, siga.
y para poder dejar encargado a mi hijo mientras que voy por ahí.
So I'll make arrangements to see someone and leave my son in someone's care while I go pick her up.
All right.
Muy bien.
Entonces, puedo irme desde ahorita, ¿no? ¿Me puede dar la dirección de la cárcel? No la tengo.
For her to pick her up in Ajo right now, can I be provided with the address for the jail, please?
Let me see if I can find it offhand.
Permítame ver si la encuentro. Or can Alma Martinez email it to her, Your Honor?
Yeah, Alma, if you can just email her the address of. I think it's the same as the court, which is 111 La Mina. But anybody in Ajo will
Señora.
be able to direct you.
La señorita Martínez le podrá enviar el correo electrónico con la dirección, pero es el mismo lugar que el juzgado. Y todo el mundo va a saber cuál es el lugar indicado en Ajo estando allá. Pero es el 111 a este del camino La Mina Road.
Uno a este.
Ajo Jail, can you give me the address?
De la
Yes,
tía
Judge. It's
personal.
gonna be 1249 Howell Road.
Lo que le dice el miembro del personal de la cárcel, que ese es 1249 Howell Road. Howell, W-E-L-L.
Ajá, road, pero east, north,
No
south.
tenga cuidado, así lo encuentra, así lo encuentra.
Ok, Y el código postal.
And how about the zip code?
Zip code is 85321.
Será 85321.
Ok. Ajo eso.
Ajo, Arizona.
Salgo ahorita para allá. Ojalá que consigamos el tiempo del proceso de su liberación. Para poderme
Okay,
regresar a quedar a mí.
that way now, so hopefully we'll be able to arrange for her release so I can return to Phoenix to continue caring for my son.
Right, thank you.
Bien, gracias,
No,
señora.
muchas gracias a ella y que Dios la bendiga y que muchas gracias por todo. Y que
No,
me
thank
disculpe
you.
por este error que tuve.
And thank you very much for everything and apologize for the inconvenience.
It's not an inconvenience.
No es ningún inconveniente, señora. Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Salgo ahorita para allá, Andrea.
And tells Andrea that she will leave for Ajo this very moment.
Drive safely.
Con cuidado, señora.
Gracias, gracias.
Thank you. Thank you. The interpreter will stand by for the other Spanish speaker, Your Honor,
Thank you.
in due time.
¿Ya me puedo retirar?
Mrs. Aguilar's query is whether she can hang up now.
Yeah.
Sí, señora. Gracias.
Gracias. Ahí voy para allá. Bye bye.
Number 16 has a victim. Okay. All right, thank you, Aho. We'll send you the paper.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Sayed, and you, sir, are
Guy Farmer.
Mr. Farmer. Looks like when they were, I guess, getting ready to release you. I'm not sure. Jail, does Mr. Farmer have another hold at this time?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Farmer. I have a citation here from July the 22nd, charging you with possession of paraphernalia. And there's a failure to appear, which should not have happened because you were in custody. Your next court date is going to be September the 11th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. I would suggest you start working on a substance abuse assessment and treatment. If you need assistance, as you're leaving the jail, stop at the transition center. They're right outside the door. There's a blue line leading you there. But again, September the 11th at 9 a.m. Okay? Copy of this to Rose.
Done this.
It should be.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Mr. Farmer.
Done.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Joshua Keller.
Mr. Keller. Citation here looks like it's from June the 16th, charging you with shoplifting at 4910 North First.
Yes.
Because you're held on other matters, I'm going to appoint the City Defender's Office to represent you on this matter. You will be released on this matter, conditions being no alcohol or illegal drugs, and you don't go back to that Walgreens on North First. Court date is October the 16th at 9 a.m. If you're still in custody, it'll be a review hearing at which your attorney will appear. If you're out of custody, you need to be present. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Keller.
Thank you.
Getting anything?
Not for me, no.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Just calling.
Mr. Coleman. I have several new files here for you. I have
Really?
the third for criminal trespass at 3935 East Cooper.
I'd like to talk to my lawyer because I don't have funds to go and I have to wait monthly. I only have a social security check.
Well, those are two of the matters that we have. We have charges for shoplifting on July the 28th at 230 South Irving, along with possession of paraphernalia.
Yeah.
also on the 11th.
Yeah, I meant to go get those taken care of, but I just couldn't find the courthouse.
Well, I told you on July the 12th that you
Yeah,
need to stay out of trouble. And here you've picked up a whole bunch of new things since then.
I'm sorry. No, really am. I didn't mean to. I just don't. Yeah, just don't apply to myself. I guess.
Have you been going to your steps hearings?
Yeah. I've been doing mental health too, and they can drive medications from them. So I'm hoping that get me back on the ball, with keeping in close, keeping in contact with myself. You know.
Well, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Because there's repetitive offenses that have all occurred after you were told not to do certain things. I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond. Your next court date will be a week from tomorrow, the 19th at 1:45. If you post the bond, your court date's August the 22nd at 2 o'clock in Tucson City Court. Again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to 230 South Irvington or 3935 East Cooper.
Can't even best bell. Start.
Right.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Got her story.
Good evening, Judge Taylor. You are
Ezekiel Para. Good morning.
good evening. An complaint here charging with aggravated domestic violence and domestic violence aggravated harassment alleged occurred on the 6th of August. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Your Honor, this is Teresa Palacios with the Pima County Public Defender's Office. I'm not sure if Ms. Goodman wants to be heard, but I wanted to highlight that Mr. Parra scored only a 4 on the new criminal activity scale and a 3 on the failure to appear scale. He is a lifelong Tucson resident. He has housing with his mother and brother, which is away from the alleged victim. It sounds like he may be employed. So for those reasons, we're asking that you impose the least onerous conditions, maybe something around $5,000. Also highlighting that while I recognize he has extensive priors, he has no failure to appear history. Thank you.
I lost.
August 21st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond is $10,000. If the bond is posted, then you'll be under the supervision of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with Kelly Howard. You're not to go within 3 blocks of her residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. You also have an adult probation hold. All right, thank you.
Your Honor, is that bond cash or secured?
Yep. Either one.
Thank you.
What does it matter?
Good evening, I'm Judge Jade, and you, sir, are
Christopher Chapman. Good evening, Your Honor.
Mr. Chapman, interim complaint charging you with shoplifting. Felony shoplifting alleged occurred on the 1st of July. We'll appoint a public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Chapman is already being held in custody, no bond. So for that, we're asking for a nominal bond of $50 so that he can earn time credit in this new case as he won't be released from custody. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I may, I would note, even though the defendant is held under no bond on a separate matter and on release on 2 other matters, respectfully ask the court to consider this a separate matter as the defendant has a continual, repetitive similar offenses, so a higher bond will be appropriate.
I'm noting that history. Bond will be $10,000 in lieu of no bond. Preliminary hearing date will be in Green Valley Justice Court on August 21st at 1 o'clock. If you post the bond, you'll be in supervision of pretrial services, but you don't have to have the other matter resolved before then. You're not to go to any Home Depot stores. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Chapman.
You have a good night, Your Honor.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Not here.
Jail. What happened to Mr. Huish?
Beg pardon, Your Honor. Mr. Wish is not available.
All right. Any objection to continuance?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And if I may interrupt further, Your Honor, Ms. Valencia, we have a marked as a continuance here, but we do actually have her available.
All right.
That would be next 4 in your house families.
Thank you. Mr. Mejia, I have an interim complaint here charging you with aggravated domestic violence and domestic violence aggravated harassment. These are alleged to have occurred on or about the 18th of July. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Your Honor, I would note there was just a concern for the state reviewing the interim complaint referencing the injuries. In addition, Your Honor, the concern as well is there's a significant DV history involving the same victims, multiple convictions, and also pending offenses.
And Your Honor, I would like to highlight that Mr. Mejia is a lifelong Tucson resident. He scored only a 4 on the new criminal activity and a 3 on the failure to appear. So we're asking that you impose the lease owner's conditions if you think a bond is appropriate in this case, especially because Mr. Mejia is unemployed and he did inform me that he is trying to set up housing with our here in town.
He's also on probation on a domestic violence charge and has 3 pending domestic violence charges, although there may be some overlap.
First of all, control the Saturday Contreras.
Right.
Which is the Saturday.
Say they won't, but that's.
Come on.
If you know the word about the PST, that's for step 5, 3, and 9, only one before. Step 5, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 6. I don't know. You want.
All right, Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. The hearing date's going to be August the 21st at 1:30. Bond is $15,000. If you post the bond, you'll be in a certificate of pretrial services. Conditions of release will include no alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with your father or with Jamie or Jaime Morales. You're not to go to the victim's residence and workplaces. If you still have personal belongings, you can go back with the police escort only once. Thank you, Mr. Mejia. Can you look up Mr. Mejia and see who he's supposed to be in front of on Wednesday? It's Marlene or someone else.
Yeah.
Good evening, I'm Judge Fayette, and you are?
Yeah, you're sorry, Laura Rebecca Valencia.
Ms. Valencia, in a complaint charging you with aggravated driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs and criminal damage alleged to have occurred yesterday. We'll appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Does either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Your Honor, I would just know she's a continued risk to the community as she has 2 pending DUIs, not before the court and aggravated DUI.
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Valencia has been in Tucson for the past 24 years. She does have part-time employment. Her new criminal activities score is only a 3, and her failure to appear score is only a 2. She has no prior felony convictions. This was a non-violent offense, as the vehicle she's alleged to have hit was parked and had nobody in it. She also just informed me that if she is released, she has housing with her sister. So for those reasons, we're asking for a chance on pretrial release. If the court's not inclined to do that, then maybe a nominal bond of $500. Thank you.
I'll note that she is pending on a DUI. She's alleged to have been on an implied consent suspension. Bond is $7,500. Preliminary hearing dates August 21st. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not drive without a valid license. There's to be no alcohol in your residence or vehicles, and you're not to go anywhere that alcohol is served or consumed. Do you understand that?
Yes. You're not my place of work. Or gonna casino. She's saying that she works at a casino, Your Honor. If she posts bond, is she allowed to continue working at the casino because alcohol is served there?
Not if there's any alcohol around her, no.
Okay. Just can't work. Yeah. Any other questions? So I'm not getting really soon. No. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good evening, I'm Judge Jade, and you, sir, are?
Isaac Bastion.
Mr. Baskin. I have this in charging is 2 counts of domestic violence with separate conduct. Alleged occurred late yesterday evening.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date on this matter is going to be August the 21st.
August 21st. And what time?
It'll be at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court downtown.
And will it be able to get printed out? Can I get that printed out by any chance?
You will get a copy of this, yes.
Okay.
The conditions of release include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with the alleged victims in this matter. You don't go back to the residence except once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. And you need to look into substance abuse assessment and treatment.
I'm already currently in therapy for that. Do I have to go to another type of therapy for it as well?
Well, the allegations are that there appeared to be a problem last night, so clearly there's an issue that still needs to be addressed.
Okay, and I'm trespassed from my grandparents' house, correct?
Yeah, correct.
That is correct. And then if I want to get to get my belongings, I need someone there with me. Yeah,
Law enforcement officer.
law enforcement officer. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else? No. Okay.
Good evening, I'm Judge Fade, and yes, there are.
Terrence Gooden, good evening. Terrence DeAndre Gooden.
Mr. Gooden, citations charging you with 1 count of domestic violence assault, 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Alleged to have occurred early this morning. Your next court date on these matters is going to be August the 21st at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Conditions of release will include a behavioral health assessment, begin recommended treatment, or at least start working on that. No acts of domestic violence, no contact with Anna Rascon or Jaden Gooden except through superior court order. You don't go to the victim's residences, workplaces, and schools. You can go back with a law enforcement escort to obtain your personal belongings. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Gooden.
Thank you.
Nice.
Good evening. I'm Judge Sayed, and you, sir, are.
Mark Loomis. Good evening, Judge.
Citation here charging you with domestic violence violation of a court order.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date on this matter is going to be August the 21st at 10:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're not to have any contact? The alleged victim in this matter, you're not to go near the victim's residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
I'm sorry. I'm allowed to go back to my house. She was
No.
tomorrow. I'm sorry. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Your Honor is what the detective told me. I would meet at the house again tomorrow at 3 p.m. So
Who told you you could do that?
it was in the order of restraint, the amended version, and this is something that the detective just reiterated with me about 2 hours ago.
So you could go back with a police escort to get your belongings? Is that what it was?
No, it's to turn in my firearms and also to reassume habiting my house.
Okay, well, you're not to go to her residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And again, you need to turn in any firearms.
Understood, Your Honor.
No contact with Cindy. And you
Understood.
need to be in Pima County Justice Court on August 21st at 10:30.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. On this one? Okay. Good evening. I'm Judge Hayden, and you are
Caroline Dugan.
Ms. Dugan. Citation here charging you with domestic violence disorderly conduct. Alleged to have occurred, it looks like, actually June the 6th.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that the victim is president and wishes to be heard not on facts of the case, but just on conditions of release. So Julie Dugan, if you want to be heard, you'll need to unmute your phone, which I believe is *6, but I'm not positive.
Okay, hello.
Yes.
I'm just requesting that if there's any way for Caroline to get a psychiatric evaluation, that be done. This problem is caused, I think, from an ongoing mental health issue.
Okay. But it's okay if she comes home?
She cannot come home. I have an order of protection for her. So she has been homeless since June 9th, basically, and the order of protection was served today. So she's not able to come home. And she really has no place to go. That's not true. Well, maybe she does have a place to go. I don't know, but she can't come to my home right now.
All right.
I wasn't gonna go back there, Your Honor, anyway. And I have had mental health
evaluations
Mm-hmm.
that she's not aware of, and I don't feel that that's any of her business. If she wants me to be gone, that's absolutely fine, but my mental health has been evaluated by 3 different psychiatrists, and I am just fine, and I am under the care of several specialists that are taking care of the issue. She just doesn't believe it, even though I've given her the proof from the doctors.
All right. Well, your next court date is going to be September the 12th at 9:30 in the morning. That's going to be in front of Judge Cranshaw, who's usually in courtroom 15 on the 3rd floor at Tucson City Court.
Okay.
Again, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with your mother. You don't go back to her residence. And bring proof.
Can I go back there? Can I go back there with an officer to get my belongings? Because I have nothing.
You have your personal belongings there, you may.
Yes,
Now,
thank you.
I'm going to order behavioral health assessment and treatment. If you've obtained an assessment, bring proof of that with you to court.
Okay.
Okay. Additionally, if you need help, as you leave the jail, there's an area called the Transition Center. You just follow a little blue painted line right outside the door, and they can help you with some things.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Right. Thank you, Ms. Dugan.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Mario Reese, Hong.
And I have citations here charging you with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and disorderly conduct. Alleged of
Yeah, it was just a disorderly conduct that the officer had told me.
Well, but it's domestic violence is because the relationship between you and one of the people that was disturbed fits into certain categories.
I got into it with my neighbor.
That's one of the charges, yes.
Yeah, I got into it with my neighbor because he was telling me to shut the fuck up. He wasn't minding his business, so I'll just explain it.
Yeah, you really don't want to talk about it.
No worries. As you can see, this is my first time ever dealing with anything like this, so I'm kind of new to the whole situation.
Your next court is going to be September the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court.
Sounds good, thank you.
Actually, no, I'm going to change that.
No worries.
Actually, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Your next court date is going to be August the 20th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. What time?
1:30.
1:30. All right.
Bond is $1,000. If you post the bond, you need to appear. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video. No acts of domestic violence. You're not to make contact with Sabrina or with the neighbor. You're not to go back to the apartment complex except once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings.
Even if the apartment's under my name and I pay bills there.
You heard me.
All right.
Right? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Gina Frederickson.
Okay. Yeah, you skipped down there on me. Jail, so take me a minute to get things. Ms. Frederickson, I have citations here from April the 20th for assault, shoplifting, being a minor with alcohol in your system, and failing to come to court on May the 22nd. I'm sorry, they pulled things out in strange enough order that I don't. All right, Ms. Frederickson, let me amend that. I have citations here charging you with criminal trespass, alleged to have occurred on August the 7th, 1884 South Craycross.
Yes.
Charges for disorderly conduct, criminal trespass on June the 5th of this year, along with several failures to appear. And actually, that's at the same location at 1884 South Graycroft. Criminal trespass on June 25th, 2222 South Graycroft, failure to appear. Criminal trespass on June 27th, failure to appear, also at 1884 South Graycroft. Criminal trespass and assault on June the 28th, 2525 South Craycroft, failure to appear. Charges for criminal trespass on June the 29th. Again, 1884 South Craycroft, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass on July the 1st. 2525 South Craycroft and 1909 South Craycroft, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass on July the 2nd. 2525 South Craycroft, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass on July the 5th, 1884 South Craycroft, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass on July the 7th, 5505 East Grant, failure to appear in court. Possession of paraphernalia, July the 8th, failing to appear in court. Criminal trespass on July the 13th at 1909 South Craycroft, failure to appear in court. And today, criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, possession of prescription-only drugs at 1884 South Craycroft. I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Set a bond of $500. If you post the bond, you need to appear on September the 9th at 9 a.m. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on August the 19th at 1:45. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to go back to any of those incident locations and also not to any quick service stores, any Circle K or any McDonald's. And I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. All right. Thank you, Ms. Frederickson.
No. But maybe should I should look at it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I'm yelling and screaming at you. You know that. I guess they said to do the misdemeanors before the felonies, and that makes sense. Okay. Jail, can you tell me what happened to number 106?
Your Honor, the jail staff stepped out for a moment, so you're gonna have to give us a second.
I guess we can go on with whoever's in the chair first. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
David Dilnick.
Mr. Dilnick, and counsel, do you wish to waive reading?
Sorry, Your Honor, this is his initial appearance, correct?
Yes.
Waive reading what?
Yeah. Nobody else here.
Sure, we can waive.
I mean, I can read the interim complaint if you want me to, but, and the charges, but I don't know that you want that.
No, that's fine, Your Honor.
She can hear you. She said no.
I think we're good to proceed, Your Honor, if you're ready.
All right, Mr. Dilnick will appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Your Honor, I will submit to the recommendation, also noting the NVCA flag, the history, and also looks like he might be on probation, but there's no hold, at least what I'm looking at on the pretrial service report.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to highlight the fact that Mr. Is it Dilnick? Mr. Dilnick has been in Tucson for the past 14 years. He has housing. He's employed full-time as a driver and is a full-time student. All of this was verified by his former partner. His failure to appear score is only a 3. His new criminal activity score is only a 4. I do note that he does have quite a few priors, but he only has 1 failure to appear in those priors, and that was from 2021. I am seeing that he is currently on probation for a drug case, and I'm also not seeing a probation hold. Also, according to the pretrial services report, the victim does not reside with Mr. Dilnick. The victim representative does not object to Mr. Dilnick's release. And I am seeing that the victim representative did get an order of protection after this incident. So Mr. Dilnick also will not be able to contact the victim and victim representative due to that order. And of course, the conditions the court is likely to impose. So for those reasons, we're asking that you impose the least onerous conditions. I know the state is asking for $10,000. I'm thinking that perhaps $5,000, given everything I just told the court, is more appropriate. Thank you.
Okay, got one step, sorry.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be August the 21st at 1:30 in the afternoon. Bond will be $7,500. If you post the bond, you'll be distributed pretrial services. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. No contact with alleged victims except through DCS or a subsequent a Superior Court order subsequent to today. You're not to go to the victim's residence at school. You need to abide by the order of protection. Contact your probation officer at the earliest possible date, but no later than 1 business day after your release. Also, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment treatment is available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Other than the course of evaluations and treatment, I would suggest that you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. Right? Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Jones. Do we have jail staff back in the room yet?
Yes, Your Honor, we do, if you want to ask that question.
Yeah, Cassandra Frontis, what happened there? Number 106 on the calendar.
We post-released her, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. All right, Ms. Dugan, we've concluded with your matter, so you can go ahead and just hang up. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Stephen Christopher Jones.
You have a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court charging you with aggravated driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor. 2 counts, aggravated unlawful flight or unlawful flight from law enforcement. These are alleged to have occurred back in 2023, April 30th of 2023, along with 3 additional charges. We'll appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges. Set an arraignment date of August the 18th. That's next Monday at 1:30 in the afternoon. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions? Noting there is a
Yes.
DOC hold.
Yes, Your Honor, I just want to note the elevated increase on the bond from what the Superior Court bond amount was. And that was in consideration on the fact that, as the court noted, there is a DLC hold. The defendant does not have a parole warrant on a separate matter, but also most importantly, Your Honor, in the recommendation, I did know some of the facts referencing the case, and that was also another consideration for the bond requested.
Yes, Your Honor, I do see the DOC hold. I see on the pretrial services information that Mr. Jones is being held in no bond, but when I search the Sheriff Department website, I'm not seeing that, so I'm not too sure what's happening with that. But in either event, the warrant out of Superior Court lists a bond of $500. Given the fact that he scored a 3 for both the failure to appear and new criminal activity, has been in Tucson for a long time, and his former partner verified his Tucson residence and him potentially being employed. His former partner also said that they could take third-party custody of Mr. Jones and provide transportation. So because of the hold and all those additional reasons, I think the $500 bond that's on the warrant is appropriate.
I don't feel a $500 bond is appropriate. I think $5,000 is more in line, so I'm going to leave it at $5,000. Pretrial services if the bond is posted, but noting there is a DOC hold, so. No alcohol and illegal drugs. You're not to drive without a valid license. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. If it's available while you're in custody. Otherwise, if you're out of custody, then under the direction of pretrial services. Other than in the course of that assessment and treatment, I'd suggest you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. All right. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Good evening. I'm Judge Tate. You are
Really, O'Keefe?
This okay. In a complaint charging you with criminal trespass, possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
We'll submit to the court, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be September the 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. Pima County Justice Court. You're going to be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You comply with monitoring and treatment under the supervision of pretrial services, which is likely to include substance abuse assessment and treatment. You're not to have contact with the alleged victim or your co-defendant except through legal counsel, and you're not to return to the incident location. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd also have a misdemeanor file here for you with a warrant. Charges for shoplifting alleged to occur at the Coles on Pantano, October 19th of 2019, along with multiple failures to appear.
Yeah, do you believe I went to the
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Is it O'Keefe?
O'Keefe?
Mrs. O'Keefe was just trying to let you know that she initially appeared for her first hearing on that matter and then failed to appear for the to sign her plea agreement.
Well, he appeared for her arraignment on October the 31st. Didn't appear on December the 12th. She was then in custody in September of 2021. Pretrial services released her, gave her a court date of October the 21st. And she did appear on that day, was given a court date of December the 6th, appeared on that day on Zoom, was continued to December the 10th. She was told to appear in person. She did not appear. An order to show cause was set for January 6th, and she did not appear on that day. Your next court date on this is going to be September the 11th at 9:30 in the morning in the Tucson City Court. You understand that you need to appear at that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to go back to polls, and substance abuse assessment and treatment.
Yes.
Your Honor, I think we're doing Miss Casillas Alvarez next, and she is a Spanish speaker.
And we do have the interpreter still on the line. So,
Yes, Your Honor.
and Ms. Dugan, you're free to leave. There's nothing further that's going to happen on the matter that you're concerned about.
Hello.
Good evening,
Good.
Judge Shea, and you are.
Buenas tardes, yo soy la juez Chayet. ¿Y usted quién es?
Mi nombre es Carla Casillas.
My name is Carla Casillas.
Ms. Garcia, I have an imminent complaint charging you with being a fugitive from justice.
Señorita Casillas, tengo yo una querella inicial indicando que usted es prófuga del sistema judicial.
No lo sabía hasta ahorita.
I wasn't aware of that until now.
We'll appoint the legal defender's office to represent you on these charges. Set a review
Vamos
hearing
a-
for August the 15th at 2:30.
Vamos a asignar a la oficina del defensor legal para que la defienda y vamos a programar una audiencia de revisión para el 15 de agosto a las 2:30 por la tarde.
And did either counsel wish to be heard further on?
Comentarios de los abogados presentes.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll respectfully ask the court to honor the sister state's bond requested, as the amounts listed on the warrant of the substance are rather high. They're elevated.
Señora, pido que usted cumpla con la orden de detención y la aplicación de fianza de nuestra estado hermana. La cantidad es algo alto, ¿entendimos?
And Your Honor, one last thing, I would note that she was previously arrested on May of 2022, received notice, and the warrant was issued on April of 23, and she has failed to address the matter.
Y señora juez, le comunico que ella fue detenida previamente en mayo del 2022 y recibió notificación de comparecencias iniciales. Esta audiencia, esta orden de arresto se produjo en abril del 23 y ella nunca tomó medidas para resolver eso.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, señora juez.
Anything further from defense counsel?
La defensa, ¿qué dice?
Yes, Your Honor. Carla only scored a 1 on both the failure to appear and the new criminal activity scale.
Pero el juez Carla solamente anotó puntuaciones de 1 punto, tanto en la tasa de actividad delictiva nueva y falta de comparecencia.
She has no priors.
No tiene antecedentes en absoluto.
This was a nonviolent offense.
Esto originó como una ofensa no violenta.
She has lived in Tucson for the past 7 years, is employed full-time as a caregiver.
Ha vivido tiempo completo por 7 años y trabaja hábilmente como prestadora de servicios de cuidado.
These are both verified by her mom.
Ambos puntos se verifica por su madre.
Her mom is also willing to take third-party custody and provide transportation to future court hearings.
Y su madre también está dispuesta y preparada a tomar custodia como tercer parte y llevarla a cualquier audiencia que se le pague en el futuro.
If the court is inclined to issue a bond, I'm asking that you impose the least onerous conditions. Thank you.
Si usted está preparada a imponer una fianza, pido que sea la más baja posible. Gracias.
I'm going to honor the Nevada warrant with a bond of
Voy a honrar la
$10,000.
orden del estado de Nevada y voy a poner la fianza. Your Honor, the court interpreter would ask that you repeat the amount of the bond, please.
$10,000.
Fianza de $10,000.
If you post the bond, you'll be receiving a pretrial services.
Si logra depositar esa fianza para salir, será supervisada y monitoreada por la Agencia de Servicios Previos al Juicio, Pretrial Services.
No alcohol or illegal drugs.
Se le puede tener alcohol y droga ilícita.
And I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Y le recomiendo que no discuta cualquier punto de esta detención con nadie más excepto su licenciado o licenciada que se le designe.
And again, your court date will be this Friday at 1:30.
De nuevo, su próxima audiencia será este viernes próximo a las 2:30 de la tarde.
Ok, gracias, su señoría.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And with that being the only interpreter matter, Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
You may, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, but okay.
All right. I'm going to address everyone in the courtroom for just a moment. Good evening, I'm Judge Shayet. This is the time set for initial appearances. It's a first appearance on felony matters. There may also be some misdemeanor matters, but everyone has at least one felony. On the felonies, we will be appointing counsel as appropriate, setting conditions of release in your next court date. Conditions include that you violate no laws, that you appear at all court dates, that you remain within the state of Arizona. There may be additional conditions based on your history, your circumstances, and the events that occurred. It's not the time to talk about facts of cases or ask that charges be dismissed. I'd suggest that you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. All right, and you, sir, are?
Dixon.
Mr. Dixon, interim complaint charging you with theft of means of transportation and third-degree burglary. Appoint legal defender, public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
We'll submit, Your Honor.
All right, your next court date is going to be September the 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. You comply with monitoring and treatment under their supervision.
Yes.
You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim. Return to the victim's residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Good evening, I'm Judge Shayad, and you are?
Good morning, good evening. This is Katarzyna Palermo.
That's Ms. Palermo, is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
An interim complaint here charging with promoting prison contraband. Oops, looks like I missed an error on the matter, but it's alleged to have occurred today.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't understand.
Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges?
Possibly it's the same judge as I had for this matter.
No, this is a new matter, just today.
And just, Your Honor, I just wanted to let you know I didn't do it on purpose. I was afraid.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Please go forward.
All right, so did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
No, Your Honor.
We'll submit to the pretrial services recommendation, Your Honor.
Well, it's not their recommendation, but that's okay. Preliminary hearing date is going to be September the 2nd at 1:30. Pima County Justice Court, you need to be present at that time. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You need to continue your treatment with cope. And I suggest that you're not to drive without a valid license, and I suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Now, I also have a warrant. Out of Nogales.
I don't know anything about warrant, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm also not seeing a warrant out of Nogales for Miss Color.
It's a misdemeanor warrant. I've got it in my hand. Out of Nogales, JP number 1.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, pretrial services is indicating that is correct. And I guess I'll just amend my recommendation. If the court's inclined to hold her for a separate warrant, then we would ask for a nominal bond so she could get time credit in this case.
You need to be in Nogales Justice Court on August 25th at 8:30 in the morning. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And again, no alcohol, illegal drugs, no driving without a valid license. You need to comply with your treatment with cope.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Did you set release conditions for the felony?
Pretrial services.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. You are
I'm Abigail Ponce.
Ms. Ponce, in a complaint charging with domestic violence disorderly conduct. It's a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument alleged to have occurred on the 2nd of June. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Yes, Your Honor, the concern is the level of crime seems like it's elevating her DV criminal history. In addition, the concern now we have a knife and a minor who was also present.
Anything further from defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to highlight that Ms. Ponce has no felony priors. She only has 2 misdemeanors, one from 2016 and one from 2020. I'm not seeing that the DV misdemeanor prior contains the same victim. Also, she is a lifelong Tucson resident. She's employed full-time. She has housing alone, so away from the alleged victim. Her sister verified this information. Her sister also said she could take third-party custody and provide transportation to future court appearances. Also, sister said she can use her address for any mailing purposes, or if for whatever reason housing falls through, she can also use sister's address for residential purposes. This was classified as a non-violent offense by pretrial services. Her new criminal activity score is only a 2, and his failure to appear score only a 3. So we're asking that she be given a chance on pretrial services. If the court is inclined to post a bond, then a nominal bond, lease on risk conditions, maybe $500. Thank you.
Preliminary hearing date will be September the 2nd at 1:30. I'm noting that this incident is alleged to have occurred better than 2 months ago. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with the alleged victim except through superior court order. And you'll participate in behavioral health assessment and treatment under the supervision of pretrial services. Do you understand that?
Yes, I'm going home. Okay. Thank you.
Under the supervision of pretrial services, yes.
Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shedd, and you, sir, are?
Judge Razak.
Mr. Razak, interim complaint charging you with aggravated domestic violence alleged to have occurred yesterday. We'll appoint public defender's office, a legal defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
John, I'll just highlight the repetitive pattern of the instant case, also similar to the matter that he's currently on probation for as well. So it's a continual pattern.
Yes, Your Honor. I do see that he has 2 felony priors, but no failure to appear history. I'm also seeing the DV priors, but it is not indicated that it's the same alleged victim in this case. Also, he is a lifelong resident of Tucson. He has housing here in Tucson. He is employed full time. All of this was verified by his girlfriend. His girlfriend indicated that she was not injured, and his housing is away from his girlfriend. So for those reasons, we're asking that the court impose the lease owner's conditions, maybe a bond of $2,000.
And I believe, thank you for reminding me, I believe the victim, Ms. Garcia, may be on the line in this matter. And Ms. Garcia, if you want to be heard on conditions of release, please unmute yourself. I believe that's *6. And provide your input.
Hello?
Yes. You want to provide some input on conditions?
Well, yeah, Your Honor, I just wanted to clarify a couple things.
Okay,
Of
not
the
talking
incident.
about, we're not talking about facts of the case.
Okay.
Just your input on conditions of release.
Okay, well, I am okay with him being released.
We can ask almost.
Anything further from either council?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing date's going to be August 21st at 1:30. Bond will be $5,000. In your history, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons, no contact with Ms. Garcia. You're not to go to the incident locations,
Yeah.
residence or workplace, or her mother's residence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not sure, but I'll say you to.
Again, I suggest not to discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. All right, thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Ashley Stein.
All right, Ms. Stein, I have in your complaint charging you with criminal trespass, possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotic drug, and possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint the legal defender's office to represent you on these charges, and does either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Oh, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if we could schedule a steps hearing, if she can be seen, evaluated for, if she's eligible for the steps program.
She does not qualify.
Okay. Okay, we will submit to the state's recommendation of pretrial services unless the court is inclined to hold her on the city court matter, then we would ask for a nominal bond. Thank you.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be September the 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Superior Court. You're going to be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with the alleged victim or your co-defendant except through legal counsel. You're not to return to the incident location. Substance abuse assessment and treatment under the direction of pretrial services. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And then, as your counsel noted, we also have a warrant out of Tucson City Court for possession of paraphernalia from May 17th of this year and failing to appear in court. Your next court date on this is going to be September the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Your attorney does not represent you, so no matter what your attorney says, you still need to come to Tucson City Court on September the 9th. No alcohol or illegal drugs, substance abuse assessment and treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Ms. Palacio.